This capstone project was initially designed to address three main goals. Create a mixed-use building that increases the scale and complexity of the design compared to previous semesters. Integrate concrete as part of the structural system alongside conventional wood framing. Tackle the affordable housing crisis by increasing density and offering an alternative to current proposed solutions. The chosen site has 2,036 square meters and is located in Inglewood, Calgary, at the corner of 9th Avenue Southeast and 11th Street Southeast. Today, it hosts a parking lot and a building originally constructed in 1904. Inglewood is considered Calgary's historic core, shaped by the Fort Calgary settlement, the railway, and the commercial rise of 9th Avenue in the early 1900s. Many buildings from that era still define the area's unique identity through their materials and scale, a character that remains preserved today. Beyond its historical value, Inglewood plays a key role in Calgary's future. Its proximity to downtown, engaged community, and the upcoming Green Line C train make it a central point for urban development. One of the strategies to address the housing crisis has been to increase urban density by subdividing lots previously occupied by single-family homes to build townhomes. However, this model faces resistance, as many people value spacious homes with private yards, which are often lost in the process. An alternative would be to add secondary suites above garages, increasing density without reducing the size of the main house or the yard. Additionally, townhomes could be built facing back lanes of commercial streets, making use of underutilized lots with limited residential potential. This way, different needs would be met: spacious homes, affordable housing through secondary suites, and compact townhome options. To align with this vision, the proposed mixed-use building also includes townhomes on the main floor, facing the rear lane. During the schematic design phase, it was confirmed that the site is within a direct control district, allowing a maximum height of 20 meters. Along 9th Avenue, there's a consistent building height pattern of around 8 meters and a strong presence of terracotta brick facades. The project starts by preserving Inglewood's character, establishing a base that aligns with the surrounding scale and materiality. The historic building on site is integrated into the design, slightly in front of the new base to highlight its presence. Facing 9th Avenue, the project includes commercial spaces to activate the main street. To support density, townhomes and the underground parkade access are located at the rear. Residential units start on the 3rd floor. To reduce perceived height, upper levels are set back and clad with more contemporary materials used to contrast with the brick base. To avoid overlooking neighboring courtyards, the upper floors are rotated toward 11th Street and the Bow River. Some volumes are carved out to create natural step-backs and private terraces for residents. Finally, understanding that this building should play a supporting role within Inglewood's story, greenery is added throughout the contemporary massing, blending the new structure into the existing canopy of mature trees. The exterior wall of the historic building becomes the interior wall of the main lobby. It will display photos, text, and images telling Inglewood's story, honoring the neighborhood's heritage and helping new residents feel welcomed, connecting them with the community from day one. The apartment cladding is made of reflective gray ACM panels, echoing Inglewood's newer buildings. Depending on the light, it picks up blue tones on clear days and warm hues during sunset, subtly connecting the building to its surroundings. The townhomes are 3-story units with private garage access, separated from the rest of the building. With a built area of 6,473 square meters, the project includes one level of underground parking with 28 parking stalls, storage, and bike storage. A main floor with 4 Group E commercial units, the main lobby, 2 garbage rooms, a loading area, and 6 townhomes. On the 2nd floor, there are 5 Group D offices units. From the 3rd to the 5th floor, the building features 32 Group C apartment units, along with a gym, party room, and a shared outdoor patio. The building's stepped massing created layout complexity. All 32 apartments are uniquely designed, with no repeated floor plans. One of the project's most distinctive aspects is the limiting distance calculation. Between the 3rd and 5th floors, the apartment layout is rotated, meaning facades and openings are not parallel to the property line. Instead of traditional elevation overlays, the method used multiplies the perimeter by height and subtracts openings, resulting in a more complex but precise approach. Fire rating requirements were also more advanced than in previous semesters. This was due to the mix of occupancy types, the hybrid use of combustible and non-combustible structural materials, and constraints from the National Building Code, specifically Article 3.2.2.58, which defines height and area limits for wood frame buildings. The combination of structural systems also brought challenges to the assemblies. It was essential to plan how control layers would transition between materials. Insulation strategies had to vary as well, since concrete doesn't allow insulation within the core, unlike wood frame systems that support interior and exterior layers. This building section shows where the main wall section and details were developed. The technical challenge was managing control layers and insulation on an exterior deck over a heated space. Depending on the structure, concrete or wood, different techniques were applied. Concrete zones required continuous exterior insulation, while wood frame areas allowed a mix of exterior and cavity insulation between joists. These variations also impacted the control layer strategies. The second set of wall sections focused on the townhomes. These required drainage solutions for the vehicle ramp, thermal bridging reduction, and soffit systems attached directly to concrete for proper insulation. Window and door installations on concrete also needed special detailing, using 2x6 as mounting points. And that marks the end of this capstone. A special thank you to the instructors, my classmates, and my industry mentor at BioI.